Yeah, sure.
Alright. Okay, so you like only play Evelynn, or are you trying to play other stuff right now? Like,
I'm trying to learn Kazakhs right now, but I'm mainly an Evelynn player.
okay. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, do you like? Is this like a Smurf, or do you get like banned often?
Oh, I had an account at D3 and it got banned up,
Okay.
so my other account. But this is my first season in Diamond.
Okay, so are you right now the highest elo you've ever been?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, cool. And what's your name on Twitch?
Twitch is the same as my Discord name.
Oh, okay. I don't really ever see you typing in my chat.
Yeah, I don't really type.
Oh, are you new or?
Like, no, I've started watching you since TCS.
Oh,
'Cause,
okay, okay. It's been
yeah,
a while then. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people like get coaching from me. Like I don't even know who the fuck they are, but they always tell me they've been watching me for a very long time. So.
It's because like all your chat like is
Oh,
like
don't.
fun.
It's fine. I understand.
Yeah,
It's so bad.
yeah.
Um, why don't you prioritize going Dark Seal?
Dark Seal.
Yeah, you don't seem to buy it like at all.
I don't know. Like
Right
the
here.
thing, like I'm not sure. Like if I have like a certain amount of gold and I back, but like I'm not sure whether what item I should go for. Like
I,
I feel
I
like
I
this is
like that
more.
you're not buying the jungle item. That is
Yeah,
that's a good thing because I think that's where a lot of people waste their money, and
yeah,
um, I think it's really good that you don't do that.
yeah. Like like I learned from like your like Korean boot camp stream that like you can like skip like buying the jungle item because it's more like worth to buy like other items.
Hmm.
Yeah, and especially for Evelynn because like you don't really need to get like the other like you don't need to finish the
Right.
full item. Yeah,
Yeah, having the stronger ganks is just way more impactful. Plus, I mean, getting AP also helps your clear as well. I
yeah.
think you are massively undervaluing Darksteel. You like actually
Oh,
don't buy it early at all.
yeah.
Like mm, I would almost always buy like if I can choose between Darksteel and Boots, I would actually buy Darksteel more times than not.
Oh, really?
And it seems like you obviously there's situations because Darksteel obviously costs a little bit more.
Yeah,
Sometimes you have to do Boots, but it looks like every single time you have the choice, you choose Boots. So
yeah.
um, well, I mean, regardless, I I don't really need to tell you much about that. It seems like you have the right idea. I would just say
Mm-hmm.
try to get Darksteel earlier the
Okay,
better because
okay.
well yeah. Even if it means like selling your refill like early on. Obviously you don't want to sit on like your first back or anything, but um let's say you have like a really juicy recall where you have like Hunter's Machete, boots, I don't know. Hunter's Machete, boots, and then like a fucking amp tome. Like I've had these recalls. I think I even had one of those today. One sec. Where I just had my first recall. I bought like every item in the game.
I'm like when I watch your stream, I'm like surprised you don't like go for Lich Bane often.
Yeah. I mean, it's not bad. I usually just tend to buy like whatever I can afford, honestly.
Uh,
Like that is actually like my mindset towards that's like my mindset towards buying items on this champion, literally. Like I don't even have set like
uh,
God damn it, dude. I'm pretty sure I did it today. Oh yeah, one of these bad boys. These are my favorites. So I just go
yeah.
ahead and buy everything. This would be like a scenario where like this doesn't happen very often, but like if you have machete and
Yeah.
talisman, then you can sell
Hmm.
your refill for something else because then you actually lose no HP in the jungle at all.
Yeah.
Um, Or like after your second recall, you can sell your refill if it means getting a different item or something. Or I mean, at a certain point, like I would say on your third recall every game, you should be selling your refill for pink wards anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have your refill potion past your second back on
Okay.
I would say 90% of the junglers in the entire game. So
Yeah. Do you
um,
think starting scanner is better or
no,
ward?
no, start ward always. Like
Okay.
warding, like you probably watch me like ward and then
Yeah.
reset for a scanner. Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
totally fine.
Okay.
Um, runes, you aren't griefing your runes. You're maxing E-Sec. Thank God, dude. So many people like fucking try to argue with me on that shit. Uh, putting in HP is okay. You don't always need armor. I mean,
Oh, okay.
you can just fuck around with this, but like you
Yeah.
definitely don't need the armor. So
Mm-hmm.
this is like so minor though. Like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
If you like doing this, then that's fucking like that's fine. I'm not gonna argue with you about that. But I usually
Yeah.
do HP personally.
Yeah. Would
Um,
you prefer gathering storm or water walking?
yeah, that's what I do too. I don't really
Okay.
like have a reasoning for either one. It's just
Uh-huh.
sometimes I'm just feeling one, and sometimes I want to do the other one. But they're both
Uh,
really good. Obviously, there's games that are like if they hit the 30-minute marker, you're like, thank God I have Gathering Storm. But
yeah.
it's so rare that the game ever goes that long. So
Yeah, that's true.
yeah, but it's still useful. Like even at 10 minutes, like any AP on this character is so good because their scalings are ridiculous. So
Yeah.
uh yeah. Um. Wait. So when did you make this account? Because you only have 200 games on it.
It's like I think it's like a month or a half. A
Okay.
month and a half, I think. Yeah.
Nice. That's so you play quite a bit then.
Yeah. I play like four at least 4 games like a day.
Okay. And what like how long have you been playing for? Because you said this is your first season in Diamond, so
I started taking this game seriously season like 7.
yeah.
I got up to platform season 8, and then I got up to Diamond 3 this season.
Cool. Okay, that's pretty good progression then. Um, I guess it's pretty late in the season to assume that you'll hit Master unless you went
Yeah,
hard. But wait, are you D3? I
yeah,
mean it's possible. Your MMR is probably not bad either, is it?
yeah. I win more than I lose.
Yeah.
Like I win 2 more at least.
So it's like what, like 18, 16 or what?
Uh, it's like 16-14.
Okay, damn, that's a little bit low. I mean, that's just the way it
Yeah,
is now, though. Especially
yeah.
with the later it goes in the season, the less
Hmm.
LP you'll get because the amount of people that are actually on the ladder. So like that's why you'll
Yeah.
notice like if you play at the start of the season, you'll just like
Hmm.
plus 30, plus 30, plus 30, because like no one's actually above you, so the game has
Uh-huh.
to put people up there. That's why
Oh,
like people flame that early season climbers because it's just about who plays the most. Like
yeah.
people can climb with a 40% win rate because the game has to put people up there. So
Uh-huh.
um, if you didn't understand that meme, that's basically where that comes from. So,
Oh,
okay,
I just
and
get tilted easily. It's just like bot lane is the most like I just can't handle them.
well, I mean, yeah, obviously that's gonna happen. But are you like you probably noticed watching me play how much early pressure I have on Evelynn. Like I usually do gank like
Yeah,
in the early game. Is
yeah.
that
I try to
something?
gank early.
Okay.
But I just like try to steal like some XP, get level 6 as quick as possible.
Yeah, that's not bad. Do you also for today? Do you want to do a live game or do you want me to watch one of your VODs?
I guess life game's fine.
Okay, cool. Um, before we get into like your game, do you have like any like just general questions for me or anything like that?
Like I just don't know like
Or
whether I
anything you want me to
like
focus on specifically when we're doing the game?
I can't I'm like bad with jungle tracking, like especially like counter jungling.
Uh huh.
And like if a lane starts feeding, like I don't know like what to do with that lane. Cause like in this elo, like if I don't go to that lane, they like hard run it down. And like I'm scared that if I do go to that lane, I'm just gonna like end up losing anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing is like at the end of the day, if someone's inting, like you lose, like
Yeah.
you're not gonna win too many games where people are inting. Um,
Yeah.
I mean the best thing that like you can really do, like let's just take like this game for example. Um,
Hmm.
so I don't know how the lanes were set up. I highly doubt it was Ziggs versus Kale top. Maybe it was versus like Camille versus Kiana mid. But
Mhm.
like if you just look at this game, right? Like which
Yeah.
lane is gonna have an inter in it? Ziggs Kale or Kiana Camille? Right? Like
Kiana Camille, like,
more than likely
yeah.
that's gonna be the lane where you're gonna be impacting. So,
Mhm.
early pathing towards like that lane. Like let's say you're playing against like a Jarvan or someone who's gonna be ganking a lot.
Mhm.
Compromising your early route and like maybe three camping like your red side and then ganking top
Mhm.
lane to like influence the matchup that like has the potential int in it, right? Like this isn't like this
Yeah.
this matchup right here isn't really swingable through ganks. Like obviously they're both gonna scale well and Ziggs has a lot of wave clear or whatever.
Yeah.
But the lane that needs attention is definitely the Camille Kiana lane. So
Mhm.
maybe taking a bit of an L in the early game on your first clear or something like that just to get the ball rolling. Like even like let's say it's a perfect 50-50 lane. If you can even
Yeah.
make it like a 55-45 or a 60-40, like
Mhm.
it's usually like what you want to do ideally. And I do that a lot.
Okay.
Like I'll even level two gank on Evelynn quite a bit. I know it's a really
Yeah.
troll, but like say I'm on purple team, I'll do like red into Krugs, and then I'll level two gank top because I'll have my sweeper by that
Yeah.
time anyway. And it's like
Uh-huh.
if it's available, it's available. If not, then I'm like what 5 seconds late on my birds, and that's like a pretty good price to pay to
Yeah.
potentially swing a matchup that like I might not even go to for the rest of the game, or like maybe blows flash and make him play safe for the entire game. Like I'm basically giving away 5 seconds just to help myself out, knowing that I'm like obviously as Evelynn, like you do want to impact the early game, but at the same
Yeah.
time you're Evelynn, like you're not Lee Sin, like
Yeah.
you can only do so much. So if you get in there before the enemy jungler even has a chance, so like red Krug's top gank, not only is
Yeah.
nobody expecting it to happen because you're playing Evelynn, but it's also uncounterable by the enemy jungler, which is one of your biggest like worries is Evelynn, like, oh, am I gonna get
Yeah.
counter ganked here? But if you go at a time where it's literally impossible to get countered,
Yeah.
it's easier for you, and like the success rate is even higher. Like that works perfectly against like Elise. Like I'll always try to level two gank. Well, not always, but
Uh,
I'll look for it because Elise shits
yeah.
on me hard until level six. But
Yeah.
like, so that's my only guarantee is a level two. So
What champion do you ban when you like
well,
play Evelynn?
right now I'm banning Senna because ain't nobody playing that champ on my
Oh
team.
yeah. That's true.
No, I usually ban Kiana or Akali because those champs are just they're not
Yeah.
okay. Those champs shouldn't be in the game.
I ban Rek'Sai often because like that's like one of the biggest counter to Evelynn.
Yeah, yeah, that champ is he individually counters Evelynn like decently,
Yeah.
but I don't think he gets played enough to warrant banning. Like I
Okay.
think if more people played it, I would maybe ban it, but
Uh-huh.
it's also not like an automatic loss either.
Yeah.
Because if he doesn't go Hex Shrinker second, then
Yeah.
you can just one shot him pretty easily.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
um, also like he kind of just gets a free game in the early game because obviously you're not going to be able to do much. So you're kind of giving Rek'Sai like a free early game, which is like kind of scary. But I think in general, Evelyn's just a way more useful character. So
Yeah.
yeah, Rek'Sai technically yeah, like his tremor sense will spot you, but I actually don't think it's that big of a deal.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but like if it gets to like super late game, then it's pretty bad because like he can literally just press W on his backline and like if his team's ahead by
Yeah.
themselves, it gets pretty cancer. But that's like there's a lot of champs that are like that. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend banning Rek'Sai unless he
Okay.
becomes like the most popular jungle champ in the game. Like I would, if you're gonna ban
Yeah.
a jungler, I would ban like Rengar over that
Oh,
because like
Rengar.
yeah, Evelynn
The one
cannot play.
tricks.
You can't play into
Yeah.
Rengar, dude. I'm looking at your match history. These guys' names are like the exact same. This is like really bothering me. I don't know if this is intentional, but um, yeah. Even if it's like Rengar just absolutely destroys Evelynn,
Yeah.
man.
You always have to trade ult for ult.
Yeah, and in some cases that favors Evelynn, but eh, whatever. Do you want to share a screen with me right now, and
Yeah, sure.
we can get into the game?
Can you see my screen?
Yep. And you're just gonna try to play Evelynn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw your Twitch rivals team.
Yeah, you think we're gonna win?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I actually think we're gonna win too.
I mean, like most of their teams are like trolling for content, so
Yeah,
yeah,
and like people don't know, but our support is so good, man. Like people that aren't pro players wouldn't really know it because people don't really know
uh-huh,
him from solo queue because he doesn't really stream. And before he
yeah,
went pro, he played on a bunch of different names, but he's
hmm
a super talented player. So um, he'll
yeah.
do
Other
really well.
one, other one, and Tarzan. I'm not sure about that combo.
That seems pretty good, but the thing is,
Yeah, but
we won't even play against them unless we're in the finals together. So
yeah,
yeah, we got the easy side of the bracket. So
yeah,
hopefully we don't troll.
yeah. Yasuo picked who was that guy over Trick to G?
Oh, hard, yeah.
Oh my god, is Hard a good jungler?
I
I've
mean,
never
he's an
like.
academy player. Whether he's good or not is up for debate, but um, he definitely has like game knowledge. I would say that he's definitely better than Trick by like a significant margin, but it doesn't like make their team god mode or anything. So,
Yeah.
oh
Oh
no.
no. I'll just spam Wrangler.
Yeah, I feel like you'd see that chant more often in Low Diamond than Rek'Sai.
Yeah, because of the one tricks that get hard stuff.
That's true. Because they get really fat early game and they just go one for the rest of the game, and then they lose
Yeah,
inevitably.
they build full lethality.
Yeah, classic.
Yeah.
Do you have Prestige Evelynn?
No, I have 75 prestige points, but I need 25 more.
Hmm. Oh yeah, because you're playing on a new account.
Yeah. Like I bought the World's Pass, but I feel like buying those championship like shards are like much more worth. You can get so many, like blue
I
essence.
I actually don't know how that shit works. I haven't had to deal with like Blue Essence and stuff for so long because like Riot gave us all the unlocked accounts
Oh
or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, super nice of them to do that because like I don't, but like I don't even know how any of that like the little like passes they do. Like I don't know how to
Uh
do any
huh.
of that shit. I don't even know what any of that is.
Just gives you like Worlds tokens based on like wins and losses.
Like
Yeah.
your wins or
Just
losses or like the teams at Worlds. I actually just
oh, it's
don't
just
know.
yours. It
Oh
has
okay.
absolutely nothing to do with like the actual Worlds team.
Oh, it's just like an excuse.
Yeah,
It's like a Halloween party. It doesn't actually
yeah,
matter. Okay, okay.
yeah. It does not matter.
Okay.
Joey B actually ruined solo queue.
Did he?
Yeah, he like everyone's playing Nautilus mid now with
I
full
haven't seen it
AP.
once. I haven't seen it once.
Really?
Yeah.
No, in low elo, there's too many.
That's interesting because usually Kylo tries to copy a lot.
Yeah, and then like they don't know how to do. They don't know like any of the combos, and it just sucks.
I mean, I feel like I'd be really happy playing with an Nautilus mid. I won't lie. Oh, it's a dodge route. Nautilus mid sounds like it just has so much setup, dude.
Yeah, it does because press R, automatic kill.
Wait, show me the pass thing. I want to see it. You have 20 RB.
Pass.
Wait, so you can't buy it?
Uh, so like the passing is it gives you like these like over here.
It's doomed. Will it let you go through that? Oh, what the fuck
I
was
think you
that?
can still see.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Oh,
just gives you like more world tokens, and like every game you win, you get like six, like or something,
and how many do
and
you
like
have?
loss is like four. I like spent it all, so I only have like 30. But if I saved up, I definitely have like 3,000.
Oh, yeah. I think Prestige Evelynn's pretty nice, so I would probably save up
Yeah,
for that.
yeah. The next world's like the next passing, I'm gonna buy it. That's why I'm saving this.
I actually heard you could get that skin in like a random box too. Like what?
What?
Yeah, apparently you can like unlock prestige skins like just in the crates.
Riot actually like destroyed everyone by making prestige Kiana through world's tokens instead of prestige points.
Oh, it's different.
Yeah, apparently you have to buy it through world's tokens and not prestige tokens. So people who spend all their world's tokens on prestige points can't buy Kiana.
Oh, that's kind of random. So they just like randomly did a switcheroo at the end.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, kind of sad. I mean, Riot Games, they literally worst company I've ever seen.
They're not that bad.
What do you think about the new dragon changes? Because I really don't like it.
Um, honestly, like I Rek'Sai.
Oh yeah, I was.
Honestly,
Hmm.
like I
I
I
still put that word into it.
hell yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. I trust Riot. I trust like they don't ever do anything too bad. Like obviously like the matchmaking shit and like the whole MMR and everything like that was
yeah,
pretty bad this year. But like that wasn't like a game change. But in terms of game changes, like I feel like they do a pretty decent job. And even if stuff looks bad, it's always not as bad as people make it out to be. So
yeah,
I don't know. I think it's nice. Like there's a reason why the game's been around for 10 years. Like
yeah, and it's still popular.
yeah, it's the most popular game. Like
Yeah,
I don't know. Even if I don't think like I personally am indifferent. Like dragon changers or not, I don't give a shit. The thing that I didn't like was that turret in the jungle. That's kind of retarded.
there's a turret in the jungle.
I saw a picture. I don't know if that's like confirmed or like what, but like they had like a turret or they had like a little fountain or something in between like the lanes and stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah, it was some weird shit. Oh, you have to reshare your screen by the way.
Oh, okay. You see it?
Yep.
And the bot lane thing, that extra area, I'm not sure how useful it will be.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah,
I actually don't know how, like that is such a like the dragon thing is like kind of meh, and like
yeah,
I get that that's also changing the map, but like
yeah,
an actual difference in the map like from level 1 is kind of weird. So, I don't know.
yeah. Do high elo players always invade?
Yeah, pretty much. They'll invade every single game in Korea too.
Oh,
Oh, I guess low elo ARAMs. Get a word down. Go get a word down. You're playing against Rek'Sai, right?
yeah. Wish I would.
You should be walking downward. You're kind of crazy for okay. Just
Like
anywhere.
there?
It doesn't matter where you ward, right? Because no matter which buff you ward, you know where they start.
Yeah. And then I just back for a bet.
Sure. Yeah. If you ever see people doing shit like that, like
Mm-hmm.
always try to run and get a ward.
Alright. I played on the Korean ladder.
Hmm?
It's so much nicer than this.
Oh,
Anyway.
you played in Korea?
Yeah, I'm Korean, so like I go like Korea every 2 years. I
Oh,
just play
okay.
my cousin's account.
Are you like doing school here or what?
Yeah, I'm senior in high school.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was born in Korea though.
Yeah, Korea, dude. Playing in high elo there, man. It's just a different game completely.
Yeah,
Oh, he actually started blue. Okay.
yeah,
So this is good because you would have assumed that he started red 100%.
yeah.
Oh my man, dude. I love it. I hate when I watch people play and they
Uh-huh.
fucking do their jungle incorrectly. Oh. Because, like, all you have to do is watch me clear one time and you should know how to do it.
Yeah.
So I get so
That's
upset, dude. I actually get so upset. What's your game plan this game, given the lanes right now?
um,
Because this is kind of a weird one. The lanes are pretty safe.
so for Baltimore, I guess I'll just wait for level 6. I can try and get an early gank on top. And bot lane, level 6 is like definite kill.
Yeah.
So I'll play around top lane in the beginning, and then once I hit 6, play around mid and bot.
Yeah, I actually think that's a really good matchup for Cho'Gath. I think I remember like
Yeah,
I remember a really good top laner talking to me about it. I don't really remember the context, but I think it's actually really easy to set up ganks with that champion.
Oh, what? They're already ganking? Oh.
I think in a situation like that, you were like already pretty committed to those camps due to like the
Yeah.
mana expense and oh nice. And Cho'Gath wasn't in a situation where he should die there, so there's like good awareness by you there.
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
yeah, I think you did not actually have to move. Basically, when you're playing against someone like Rek'Sai, like if he
Yeah.
goes for a gank and it doesn't work, that is like the
Mhm.
dream scenario for you, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
He's early pressure at best, but once level 6 is pressure. Like at this point, like I have no idea what to do because like I can't gank anyone, but like I also
You could
can't like
just,
invade.
I would just sweep the top rush above you,
Yeah.
and just see if there's any wards and probably just recall. Honestly, Rek'Sai should still be around there, so you should be careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine.
Oh.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it was like your golem was spawned at like 4:30ish, so it was like 4:10 when you were saying you don't know what to do. Like that was a totally fine time where you could have just recalled right there, honestly. Because you also have to think about the fact that like Rek'Sai had already shown himself top, so like he probably thinks like, oh, it's warded now. They know I'm top side, so I'm not gonna gank.
Yeah.
So like you don't actually have to go up there and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Could have just taken a reset. Plus you also know like you had already farmed better than Rek'Sai did. Plus you already got the crab.
Yeah.
So
He should be around bot lane now.
yep. But basically, if the early game goes like this, and he isn't like taking any or getting any ganks off, like this is just a win for you. So
Do you watch other streamers?
nope, I do not.
Because I watched Radar on you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he
He's
good at
also
Evelynn?
like yeah. But like he always prioritizes
Oh my
Lich Bane.
god, I'm getting a seizure. What the hell was that? Your screen was just like glitching out so hard. Holy
Really?
fuck! What the fuck was that? He was like some green and white blinking light. What the fuck?
I didn't even alt tab.
Yeah, that was weird as shit. How come you don't use your potions when you're walking around?
Oh.
Because that extra 200 HP could make the difference if Rek'Sai comes through.
Alright. After this I just attack,
Yep.
buy more items, red, and then I'll be bot.
Yeah, so here it's like I'd probably buy Blue Smite here instead of getting Codex. Or you could wait and get Sork Shoes depending on what you think's gonna happen.
Uh honestly I'll wait for Slurp shoes.
Yeah, that's fine. Like if I know I'm gonna gank like as soon as after or basically right after I buy them, then I usually buy them. God, that was so weird. Your screen just started
Yeah.
spazzing out, man. It actually hurt my eyes. What the fuck was that?
This Lex is actually not doing anything. Like his early pressure is just missing.
Yeah. He might look for like dragon or something. Oh,
Oh shit, he might be definitely. Oh.
yeah.
It's time to wait for the clubs spawn. Hmm. Oh
No
shit.
way. Wow, she lived for so long. What?
Alright, that's
Okay,
fine.
nice.
Shoving with Evelynn is so annoying.
Pardon me?
Shoving with Evelynn is so
Oh
like
yeah, it's
annoying.
very, very bad. So you've had a pretty good idea of where you should just farm.
Uh,
Yeah, that's too risky. Uh, you've had a pretty decent idea of where Rek'Sai's supposed to be all game, but you aren't really like pinging stuff out too much.
yeah,
Even like without having vision, you technically can't 100% know where people are. I mean, there are
yeah.
ways to figure out where people are, but like you should just be pinging a lot, and like even if you don't, if you're not 100% sure,
Oh,
like the only way to like actually figure out if you have good jungle tracking knowledge is like by actually trying. But you're kind of just like sitting around like just clearing and stuff like that, which is fine. But even
yeah.
before, like after you first reset, like yeah, it's very obvious you're wasting so like this is never gonna work.
Alright.
I'm only telling you this because I want to keep talking about
Mm-hmm.
this and I don't want you to waste time in the game. But like if you think Rek'Sai should be bot side, then you should just be pinging it because it will change. Like maybe not in this game, but it will
Mm-hmm.
change how people play their matchups a lot. And you know sometimes you'll be wrong and people will die because of it. But like you can't be afraid to make that mistake. Like I ping all the time where I think enemy jungler is when I play solo queue, and sometimes I'm wrong, but I would say that's about like the only thing you can really learn from VOD reviewing your own games would be like jungle tracking and like let's say you just pinged keys on red and then as soon as you pinged
Yeah.
that he came flying through the corner on bot lane, you'd be like, okay, what the fuck? Like why did you think he was top, etc. etc. So
Yeah.
the way that I learned how to do all that shit
Mm-hmm.
was just trial and error. Like made a lot of bad calls in my time.
Mm,
Is top low?
nope.
Hmm.
There's something. Mm,
I think you should have actually just queued him without getting the charm because
oh.
if you slow him there, then he can never actually
Mm-hmm.
get to the wall and he can
Okay.
never flash anything. Whereas if you wait for the charm, it creates that kind of awkward area where like if he gets to the wall and
Yeah.
flashes, like and your Q misses.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty small thing, but
Uh-huh.
I think like I noticed that I do it a lot, and when I'm streaming,
Yeah.
the low elo players will like be like, "Hey man, you know you gotta wait for it to proc before it charms, right?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I know," but it's like uh I don't want to say I hardly ever charm with my W, but
Uh-huh.
I don't know how often you actually just go for the slow, but I do it a lot, like a lot. So,
I
um,
do. I like to use the QW thing.
yeah,
Like you can like
yeah,
max this, and then you can pop it. Yeah.
yeah. That's a lot better if you're playing on low ping. I do it sometimes, but I did it a lot in Korea, but at home, like 50 ping isn't that much, but for stuff like that, it can make the difference. Holy shit, he has a QSS?
What?
What
What?
a fucking Chad, what the hell?
We'll just go for this. Mm,
What do you think Rek'Sai's doing right now?
probably playing. Probably doing. if he's somewhere here or top side, but I might have back and sun come blue. Yeah, that's fine.
Right. So just keep doing what you're doing, but
Alright.
if Rek'Sai drops her on top right now, what happens?
Then we lose the
Right.
then I would do dragon.
Okay. Hey, take your time. You guys are winning. Take your time.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a yikes situation, but they really trolled.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy fuck. Oh, Cho'Gath joined the party. Oh, he wants to eat it.
Yeah.
Did he TP?
Yeah, I think so.
No, I think he walked. Nah. What a fucking nerd, man.
Like here, you would just go for Magi's, right?
I mean, how do you think the game's playing out? It's either Magi's or Large Rod.
I honestly think Magi's better.
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
By Amtom. Amtom.
Oh.
And you should swap to Yellow Trinket, but it's too late now.
Yellow trinket?
Yeah, at this point.
Oh yeah.
If your sweeper's ever up when you reset, you should swap every single time.
Okay. Okay.
So like, I remember before I told you to sweep before you reset, but if you don't think it's gonna matter, then just keep your sweeper up so then you can reset and swap over and have 2 wards. The reason why on your first reset it was good to sweep is because Rek'Sai and Cho'Gath Rek'Sai and Vladimir are both up there, and if you're on a ward up there and you clear it, then they're confused as to what you're doing because you just threw the ward, and then if you instantly recall after showing on one side of the map, you're creating the maximum amount of time where they think you're on one side of the map but you're actually on the other. So if you sweep and then instantly recall. Nice, well, really well played actually, nice.
I just have trouble doing late game team fights without flash. Like
yeah, no, your early game, I don't think I would have done very many different things. There's a couple things that I would have done differently, but overall your early game's pretty nice. So the game's also like the Rek'Sai is also not doing as much as he should be, but
yeah.
oh, you should totally take gold from him.
Oh.
It's fucking Cho'Gath. Full tank Cho'Gath too. Motherfuckers rushing Spirit Visage. Yeah, it's Large Rod.
Large Rod?
Yep. This is what I do, man. Nice, you already good job.
And then you switch.
Okay, nice. You're intelligent. That is actually so nice to see. I I don't encounter that very often. People who will instantly hear something and are able to adapt to it instantly is really refreshing. It's good. Oh, this sucks. You're so close to 11, but you have to go.
What? No.
Wow, that's so unlucky.
Yeah.
Still play that well mechanically. It's actually just unlucky, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't think I got.
So like, when you're chasing right there, like just put your W on someone to pop the slow.
Okay.
Because you kind of just leave it up and you don't really cast it on anything, and it makes it really awkward.
Uh-huh.
Or even like what you're doing right now, like
yeah,
casting your W on somebody that you don't even plan on hitting, just to
Yeah.
make them play differently in a fight is also useful. But in that scenario where you're like chasing the thrush and stuff, just pop your W
Yeah.
on them and get the slow. Like it's
Okay.
it's it's super super useful.
I just pop it on the person that's closest to me.
Sure. Yep. Like no intention of getting the charm. You just do it just
Yeah.
in the middle of your combo just to get the slow off.
Okay.
Also, it would have been really nice if you leveled up your W before you used or your ulti before you used it, but that was kind of a tense situation. But
Yeah.
it, I mean that happens more often than like you think it would, honestly. And the thing is levels on Evelynn ulti are a pretty big deal. So
Mhm.
you actually, I don't know if you would have gotten a kill with it, but Tristana maybe would have died actually. Or was it Tristana? Yeah, I think it was Tristana.
Yeah.
It was pretty close.
Yeah.
What dragon's coming out?
No, please.
Okay. I would probably. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dragon.
If Tristana's top, that's her business. That's good for you. You don't have
Yeah.
ulti anyway, so.
Mm. Oh. Okay.
I mean, you guys are winning. Just take it slow. They just wasted so much.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Oh.
Holy, she went hard. What? Oh, he is winning.
Yeah.
Not bad. Yeah, I mean that was just an awkward fight. Malzahar ulted really late, but
Yeah.
you still played that fine. There's not much like you could have done there. It's just awkward situation. The only, I mean, what you could have done better there was not go up like topside. Like you should have just
Yeah.
gotten your wolves and went to
Just like
dragon.
stay here.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, like when you went to do wolves and then you went to Gromp or whatever, like you just need to come to dragon faster. You would have been in a way better position there. But that was overall that was fine mechanically. Nothing you could really do.
Yeah. I play a lot of Twitch jungle, like learn jungle. Like I feel like if you play a weaker jungler, like you have to like learn more about like positioning and stuff.
Yeah.
It helped a lot.
Yeah, I think. I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Evelynn, like, really, if your positioning's
Yeah,
bad, it's doomed.
positioning. Yeah.
Okay, so at this stage of the game is probably where like
Uh-huh.
you might get a little bit confused as to what you're supposed to do, but your best bet right now is literally just go bottom.
Okay.
Yeah, because what you just did right there was so troll. Whether Thresh was in there or not, like the fact that he could be there and you're even thinking about walking in that bush is really troll. Who do they have on their team? Press tab for me. Okay, like their Baron sucks. Like,
Yeah.
so they have to send people for Malzahar, and the guy just dies. Like whoever is down there will just die to both of you, no matter who the fuck it is, no matter what items they have. So this is how you should play it. I would say 99% of your mid games.
Mhm.
I mean, you can even go behind turret here, honestly. Like, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like, you're invisible. Like, they can't see you. Yep, being a ward right here is fine. But you really, really want to try to kill this, this Vladimir. This is your main goal. Yeah, you can go behind the turret. I would just play for the Vlad here. Does Mounts have TP?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so they can't Baron no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You're fine. Nice. Okay, now start running to Baron.
Alright.
Oh, you don't have to. They're mid. Okay.
Oh.
Just do whatever you want to do. Like, they're not on Baron. They're not on Baron, so... Yep. Okay, now you probably have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Malzahar still has TP. You guys are fine. Oh, Cho'Gath kind of just ran it down.
It's pretty tanky.
I mean, he's a 1v4. Okay, you have to go for the steal.
Yeah.
It's okay. You've seen my stream enough, man. This is easy steal. Oh, don't worry yet. Oh.
Don't worry. Hmm.
Yeah, because they don't one-shot it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't move, don't move. Oh. You don't want him to see you.
Should I just?
Yeah, you can play for the fight.
Oh my god. Oh,
It's
that's
okay.
bad.
It's okay. It's a tense situation, I understand. It's okay, Malzar's got this somehow. Never mind.
Hmm. If my team just played back,
Yep.
we would have won that.
Oh yeah, it was super free if your team played back, but they didn't. But we definitely could have,
Should I
That's
just
a...
go for?
Pardon me?
Should I just go for Rabadons or should I go?
Fuck yeah, that's what I do.
For,
I even, like, I'll buy Rabadons and then, like, you could buy Pinks here, or you could buy Amptome and just sit on it for a while. Whatever you think is more useful. But you basically just want to be sitting in side lane with your teammates now.
okay.
I mean, Kai'Sa's pretty strong, but you don't have Flash.
Yeah.
Also, that Thresh is a fucking insane build, so...
Yeah. No.
Their team in general, like, the only person you can actually kill is Xerath, so it's pretty hard. I would just say, just...
Oh my god.
Yeah, that guy is full tank.
I don't know why my team doesn't commit.
Oh, this Tristana is so troll, man. Oh, the Malzar god. You got one of them at least. Two. Oh, you got two. Maybe?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, the passive. Oh, you can still Energize for another large rod.
Yeah.
Okay. Infernal's up. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
Do we know when the red spawns? No.
Mm,
I would actually just go sit at the red buff after you clear this. Like, go sit at the bush that comes from their base into the red buff.
okay.
The enemy red buff, yeah. Yeah, that one. Yeah, yeah. Because Tristana, the red buff's up soon, so Tristana is going to reset after Dragon and then go to red, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure you pop your Spellbinder, and you don't have to use your W to kill her.
Okay.
Yep. I probably would have warded the bush underneath you when you were walking by, just in case like she does some weird pathing and you're not sitting here for no reason, but now it's too late, so.
Mm.
Okay, we see her.
Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she did.
Oh,
She did go through that pathway. That
yeah.
sucks.
Hmm?
Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
That sucks. That would have been a free kill. Unlucky. Okay, you guys absolutely cannot fire right now, so you should be farming your death cap and just trying to stall. Like, you don't have Leona or Kai'Sa ult, so like
Yeah.
even if a fight looks really good, you lose. Yeah, I would take all your camps right now. Because
Yeah.
if you're running with your team, you're giving them confidence, like that they're making the right play, or like they're making a good play by trying to fight. But if you play away from them, then they'll be less encouraged to go for the play. Your main goal in these fights should just be to
One shot.
honestly kill Xerath. I'd probably just put my W on like Thresh or someone to make him nervous,
Uh-huh.
and then just try to flash on Xerath or something and kill him.
Okay. And get my death cup.
Yep. Put your word down. You have to. Holy shit. He's trying to reveal your ass. God damn. I mean, you can just go kill Rek'Sai with Cho'Gath. Like, this is really stupid. You should use your pings. They don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, ping them off and ping on your way to Rek'Sai. Yeah, kill this guy.
What? That didn't hit. Alright, At least he flashed.
Yeah, that's okay. Playing away from your team is just totally fine. Oh, if only you had flash up.
Yeah.
Good.
Trade this.
That's fine. Just clear base. Clear base. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let me shoot one.
That's fine. Literally, like right now, is Baron coming
Yeah.
up?
Yeah, 50 seconds, but
It's
they're
not.
gonna be up.
It won't be up in time.
Yeah.
In a situation like this, like I actually didn't know Kai'Sa was up, but like taking small victories like this is totally fine, especially small victories in which you don't have to use like flash. Like if you would have used flash there, then it probably would have been easier to commit to that fight. But since you still have flash,
Yeah.
like you just want to fight without flashing, which means the next fight's gonna be even easier for you to win. So that means
Yeah.
you don't have to put it all on the line right then and there because you already just won a fight. So you might even be able to do the same thing on the red buff again. It'll probably be too late though, but
Yeah. I'll come back quickly. They're not gonna start it.
I don't know how we just like aced their team and you couldn't get vision. That's pretty troll.
Uh,
Blasting wand and pink words.
yeah.
And your team's dead. Unlucky.
Mm.
Oh, that's a troll.
I mean, that guy's kind of trolled.
Good job.
Alright.
Use your W, use your spellbinder. Just don't die. All you have to do is not die here. Okay, nice. Nice, you can...
Push. I feel like we can Baron with Kai'Sa.
Yeah, just 2 mana.
Oh, no,
Use your
right
pings,
here.
use your pings. Malzar did not have to TP. What dragon's coming up?
Mountain.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, remember when what you did there was fine. Just try to get your W off. Like it can get you like, especially when you're ulting like that, because you're just gonna pop it with your AOE.
Yeah. I'll just ward dragon and then bath.
Yeah, I probably would have reset after Baron, but this is probably okay.
I think we can go for it.
Yeah.
That's no. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
You think wards are better than?
No, by Amtom and the juice or whatever. Yeah.
A man once told me to put on some clothes. So I wore his skin.
Okay, so again, just shadow your side laner. Yep. So like right now, like you can just tell your team to be safe or something, and like you can win through side lane. Like you should be trying to make the game be played around you instead of letting your team play the game how they want to play it. Like if you want to get out of this elo, then you got to be the one making the calls, right?
Yeah.
It's like I would honestly type to my team, just say let Mal's win side. Yep. You should be way closer to him, by the way. Like you should be literally jerking him off right now. Because if they send the wrong 3 people to him, you guys just win.
Yeah.
Yep. You also want to be moving, like right now you're not getting punished for it, but there's like random pinks in the jungle all the time. So you want to be just running through lane and stuff like that. Or you want to take the routes that least likely have pink wards in them.
Oh. Mm. Oh.
Well, you had the right idea, just misplayed
Not
mechanically.
enough damage.
Well, you just need to ulti early. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you had Void Staff, probably wouldn't be that bad, but without Void Staff, you have to ult early.
Yeah, this is a problem. They like start flaming. Their idea is like
Well,
different from.
they're only flaming because it went wrong, and that's
Yeah.
not even like what we wanted to do. But if you were just laning top with him, like sitting there, and then your teammates were doing
Yeah.
whatever in mid, then it would be fine. But at this point now, if you try to make that play, they're not gonna
Mhm.
like it. So now you have to like kind of change what you're doing. But beforehand, I'll show you after. We'll go into the VOD. I'll show you what I want you to do. But it's fine.
Okay.
Just try to play the game out how you normally would.
Mhm.
You have flash up for next fight, so next fight's still not
Yeah.
hard. And I'd
How
probably
long
just,
did
I'd probably just
Void
go for the
Staff?
Xerath
Okay.
because he's the only one that doesn't have any defensive.
Yeah. He hasn't killed Zarnius.
Yeah, you have more than enough time to get Zon or Void before Dragon spawns. So even if your teammates are trying to fight right now, like you should be saying
Yeah.
no, because like you need to fucking get your Void.
Yeah.
Yep. You should be playing way farther away from your teammates.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
Oh
that could have
god.
been a quadra kill.
Yeah.
Feels bad.
Yeah.
Just heal. You guys can win the game here.
Mhm.
No,
You go.
end,
Okay.
end. Ping, ping, ping.
Okay.
Ping your team, ping your team. Yeah, just keep putting W's on Xerath so he can't play the game. You don't even have to have any intention of popping it, but he doesn't know that. He thinks you have flash still. He doesn't know anything.
Oh.
Holy shit, he's quick scoped Leona. You're fine.
Hmm.
Okay. You
Here
should
we can
stay.
end it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
put words down. You can try to get a one shot here. He's gonna walk into
Yeah.
you. This is where you're gonna have to pop Spellbinder and you're gonna have to ult early. So like just like a QE ult. Oh, if you had a ward, you could backdoor with Malzahar. Actually, there's one in the base. If they go to Baron, you can just try to backdoor with Malz.
I feel like I'm just gonna go right away.
Kill Xerath. You can't steal Baron. You don't have vision. It's not likely at all.
Okay.
Can you get around it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Xerath has no idea you're here. Yep. Oh boy. You gotta run.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of there. Oh, you're crazy for going this way. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing you can do there except kill the guy who, like, he probably thinks you're at Baron, right? So
Yeah.
he'll just walk into you there. That's good. You guys can maybe get in hip here. You don't have ult, so, like, the only thing you have to focus on right now is just putting your W on Vladimir, because then,
Mhm.
like, whenever he has, like, a... Because you can kind of tell when Vlad wants to go in. So whenever you feel
Mhm.
like he has a pocket of time where he can go in, you just want to drop your W
Yeah.
on him, and then, like, forget about it.
Okay. Okay.
Lights out. The spray hangs soon.
Holy fuck, Cho'Gath looks crazy.
Things I
Yep. You just keep doing that, and he can't play the game. Or he
Alright, that's
can troll.
yeah. I guess.
Take your time, your ult's almost up. Okay, good. Alright, that's pretty sloppy towards the end, but...
Yeah.
Alright,
Yeah. The last ice get always messy.
can you see my screen?
Yeah.
You can stop sharing yours now, too.
Okay. Mm, okay.
Okay, I didn't actually take notes that game, but there's a few things that I just know that I want to go over. Plus the late game fights.
Yeah.
Is this shit crashing? What is this? Oh, it is. I knew it.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Okay, this needs to stop. That's too fucking noisy. Okay. I mean, I think from the get-go, like, doing this shit is fine, where you double up on the camps. But we actually see, this is just poor awareness. I mean, this could be due to, like, you know, maybe you're focused on, maybe I was talking or something, maybe you're responding to me, or, you know, people will just play it, people just in general play the game worse while someone's watching and talking to them, so,
Yeah.
whatever. But, like, there was a pretty significant amount of time where, like, we saw this guy and,
Yeah.
like a 3 or 4 second lull where, like, nothing was
Yeah.
happening, and we still did this.
Mhm.
But whatever. So you kind of fuck up at pressing W. You still haven't actually noticed yet.
Yeah.
But like, if you even just look for 1 second, like,
Mhm.
there's two things going on here. One, um, you've already committed all of your cooldowns to this camp.
Yeah.
So even if you come, what the fuck are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Right? You're kind of just what you're doing right now is like those bullshit plays where like the enemy mid laner roams bot, gets a kill, and then like
Mhm.
your mid laner is like sitting right here, and you're like, nice man, like why not just shove, right? Like
Mhm.
clearly you're too late.
Yeah.
Do something. Like you've
Uh-huh.
already committed your cooldowns. Just finish what you're doing. Even if there's like a scenario like where this gank could be happening, you've already fucked up, so
Mhm.
you kind of just have to commit to it. But this is like
Yeah.
this is actually so bad. It's pretty
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I wasted a lot of time.
yeah, that's a huge time waste. Cause like, dude, this is such a huge like, you already have one camp on this guy.
Mhm.
Like this guy, like they're. I'm not even joking. If this was me right now, like I wouldn't say the game's over, but like I would say I've already won jungle. I'd be pretty
Mhm.
confident that I can take over the game from this point on. So I think like the whole reasoning behind this is more so because I think maybe you realized you were like responding too late. I think I remember you hearing going, or I remember hearing you go like, "Oh shit," or something like. So you kind of just like panicked and went up. But
Uh-huh.
if that wasn't panic or this is something you would normally do, just if you've committed too much to something, just full commit.
Yeah.
Like it's better than half-assing two different plays at the same time.
Yeah.
It ends up working out though, but
Yeah. Also,
we
Vladimir's like useless early. I should realize that.
yeah. Okay, so everything's fine. Instantly recalling here is fine. Your golems are up in 20 seconds, so it takes 7
Hmm.
seconds to recall. By the time you get here,
Yeah.
they'll spawn. That's totally fine. Um, we don't know what Rek'Sai's pathing was exactly here.
Yeah.
We just know that he ganked top at level 3, so that can either mean boom, 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 gank. But because
Yeah.
of how fast he was there, you probably should deduce that it was only 3 camps. And the only way to get level 3 off 3 camps is doing golems, right? So
Yeah.
um, you can assume that he has his birds and his whole bot side to do at this point.
Hmm.
Uh, and the reason why that's important is because if you know that he's already done his golems, then the odds of him ganking top again are very small, because that would mean that he, after you saw him right here, he would have
Yeah.
had to have done his birds and then fucking sit here doing nothing for like 20 seconds and then gank top again. So this is just by simply by counting CS. Again, if when he showed up here you press tab, boom, 12 CS, you know exactly what he did and you know what he needs to do. So um,
Okay.
this is like this was a massive early game point, which you could have abused really hard. You could have taken
Yeah.
an earlier reset. You could have greeted more on your when you were clearing your camps. You got off them to help your Cho'Gath out, which you didn't have to. Um, this is just like, and I know it's kind of like overwhelming because it's just the very first play of the game, but like
Yeah.
this is literally like the kind of stuff that like when I'm playing and like I'm streaming, like
Hmm.
I'll press tab for 1 second and like that's what that entire like 2 minutes of me talking, that is all that
Yeah.
goes through my head in a second.
Yeah.
That's just the way it is. Like that's just how processing information works. But like you, as soon as you see Rek'Sai top, like I need your head to instantly think, press tab, see a CS. Don't say like you wouldn't like say anything. Obviously, if you're just sitting there playing by yourself, uh, what your instant reaction should be would be like press tab, 12 CS, and then in this situation, keep doing what you're doing because you already fucked up by using all your spells. Um,
Hmm.
but like, but instead, what I saw was you're doing the camp. He shows up here, and then like you pan your screen over and you like look, and then you start going. It's just kind of like a half commitment. Again, for all I know, you're like maybe like nervous because someone's watching you, or like you're just distracted because someone's
Yeah.
talking. But I hope when you're playing by yourself,
Hmm.
you should be, whenever you see enemy jungler, especially like you even said, oh shit, he's already up there. You know
Yeah.
that's something that you should be taking note of. That means he did this clear. 12 CS, 100% he did this clear. Um, that means that since we know he did this clear, you don't have to go up here. You can instantly reset, and you don't have to waste your time sweeping these wards. But like I said, sweeping these wards is a good thing, especially like say this guy's even lower. Like say this guy's at like half HP. So that would mean he's diveable, but it's kind of hard. But like
Hmm.
he is diveable. So if you come up here and clear a ward, and as soon as it goes away, you start recalling. We don't know if Vladimir is going to spam for help or not, because like I doubt he will here because he's enough HP.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just doesn't give a shit. But uh, if he was lower, or maybe the champs were different, clearing ward for the sole purpose of faking out where the enemies are, like this is something that it's such a good play to do that. It's something I do a lot too. Like say I'm gonna recall, hitting a vision cone like to top side. Like I'll come up
Yeah.
here, hit the vision cone, boom. If it doesn't spot a ward, I just instantly recall.
Okay.
Because then they think that I'm clearing this, and then they also think, okay, we don't have wards here, so he knows it's not warded, so he's gonna probably try to gank.
Yeah.
But while they're thinking of that, I've already finished my recall and I'm already I'm already headed to the other side of the map.
Okay.
So, um, yeah, I think just for this game specifically though, should have checked the D12 CS. Could have saved time on the first recall.
Yeah.
Could have not came up here at all.
Hmm.
Whatever. Not bad though. I mean, it really wasn't that bad. But I know since I just talked for 5 minutes, it seems like it was really bad. It wasn't that bad. It's just worth mentioning.
Okay.
Um, this is all fine. This is fine because you have downtime, considering you're waiting for your Gromp to spawn.
Yeah.
I think this is fine. Did we kind of just get like a lucky RNG kill here? Like,
Yeah.
it just so happened they were fighting when we were here. This wasn't really planned.
Hmm.
Pretty much nothing to gain by going upriver here. I don't really know what we were doing. Our camps just spawned. Plus they see us right now, so it's like. Also, your electrocute should be down as well. I don't really know. Like, I guess you were checking for crab, but
Yeah.
like Rek'Sai, if crab was really up right now, like obviously it looks kind of dumb, right? Because we can see that crab spawning here. But
Yeah.
let's say crab was up, then like where's Rek'Sai, right? We know that he's here because he just killed dragon,
Yeah.
and then our mid laner's dead, and our bot lane's not in lane anymore. So it's like, okay, let's say crab is here. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? Like, you can't actually
Yeah.
go for it, right?
Uh-huh.
Right. So again, a little minor, but your camps are up right now. I know you're already 6, but your main priority is still to get XP lead as Evelynn. So I just think this was like an individual mistake, but this is like
Yeah.
super minuscule. Maybe you just again could be chalked up to a lack of focus because someone's talking all the time. But also, like I mentioned before, I was really happy that you were clearing your camps properly.
Yeah.
Also, here, like just movement like this, like Thresh just saw you down here. He's not gonna do anything crazy.
Yeah.
So like we're trying to like catch him here, but it's like low variance. You're hardly ever getting a kill there. I think this is around the time where I wanted you to get or oh no. You like really hesitated on a gank mid. I think it's like up here though.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was right here.
Okay, so the only way that Xerath dies is if Malzahar flash ults him, right? So like
Yeah.
I know you're kind of like the way you were looking at this, I could kind of get the vibe that like you're thinking like, oh, you know, he's under tower, or like, oh, Malzahar's far enough away from him. Well, for one, if Malzahar's in flash range, then he's not too far away from him, and for two, this guy gets 100 to 0'd if Malzahar flash ults him, and you're like, if you walk up and you W him right before Mal's flash ults or around the same time, he's just fucking dead no matter what. So it doesn't matter if he's under tower, your ult drops aggro, nothing matters. It's just if he is too far up and we
Yeah.
know Rek'Sai can't be here. I don't know if we saw him before. I feel like we did.
Yeah, I think we did.
I don't
It was
remember
a
how.
ward in the stronghold. It was a ward in the
Maybe
stronghold.
this or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only green light you're waiting for when it comes to this mid gank is Rek'Sai here. That's it. Because if he gets suppressed,
He's dead.
he's dead. So but you like hard hesitated. You even started like walking
Yeah.
away. You also didn't like Malzahar is probably sitting there like, what the fuck is this guy like? What is he doing? Because you're not pinging at all. Like
Yeah.
if you come to this lane and you just ping his flash, then you are communicating with him what you expect from him, and
Mhm.
it puts you both on the same game plan. And instead of you just like sitting here, obviously the right place for him to flash ult, but maybe he's a fucking slow piece of shit and he thinks you're gonna like charm first, which is never the play. But like some people are stupid, like you don't know.
Yeah.
But if you come to a lane and you want them to do something, like let's say you're playing with like a Leona,
Mm-hmm.
and you just ping her ult when you come to the lane. Like you ping it like 3 times. Like
Yeah.
then she knows like clearly. Obviously, sometimes it's not going to work. Sometimes people are going to fuck up, but you want to give yourself the best odds possible. And this play does end up working, but I just think you could have communicated it better. Plus, you're also like recalling and shit. But like
Yeah.
every second we don't do this mid play is extra time for this motherfucker to get closer. So
Okay.
yeah. So do you understand why I think you should just slow him here?
Yeah, because even if he flashes, he can't get far away since he'll
Right.
be.
So, yeah. So he cannot get to this wall if he's slowed. That was good though. He got the silence, then you got the charm. Still good. It's just that's like a that's something that like you just gotta know on the fly. Like decision making. Should I slow him here or should I charm? Like I said, I don't know. Actually, I do know. Based off how I watched you play late game, it doesn't seem like you like to use your thing for the slow at all. So
Yeah.
um, it's something you should just try to get used to because it's super effective.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just like that was just an impossible gank. Like I don't know if you were paying attention to what summoners they had, but Thresh literally has a QSS and he was standing
Yeah.
like fucking behind the Tristana, who also has jump. It's just kind of just a waste of time. You're also I actually kind of talked to you in the game. He just killed top,
Mm-hmm.
and you just showed bottom, and it's pre 14 minutes, which means the plates are up. So
Yeah.
he definitely wants to do Herald here.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a couple options. You can either go top, try to stop the Herald, or utilize this motherfucker and go dive bot lane. But
Okay.
instead, we do
Yeah,
break
I'm
camp.
clear.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
this guy is just sitting here changing his playlist. Like, utilize this guy.
Yeah.
Like, even here, ping, come bot, come bot. Because you know, just like when I was talking about the level 2 ganks, the Evelynn,
Yeah.
you do it because you know they can't respond to it. So, like, it's pretty, like, I would say, again, not 100% of the time, because nothing's 100%. 90% of the time he's doing Herald after that gank because you showed bottom. So
Okay.
with that 90%, if you bring Malzahar bottom, you know 100% it's a 4v2, pending Vladimir teleport, but like, he probably just ulted because they ganked top, etc., etc. Um, like, you have to just think about like what this means when you show bottom and your top laner dies, and instead of just going into farming your camps, trying to make a proactive play. Like it seemed like you were wanting to make proactive plays this game, but you're too scared to like actually ping people and tell them what to do, which is what
Yeah.
you need to do. Like I tell this all the time to people, and like people, when I do bring this up, people like they're like, "Oh shit, like that actually makes sense." But like if you are playing in gold
Mm-hmm.
and you just do what everyone else is doing, you won't get out.
Yeah.
Because you are playing like a gold 3 player because you're letting the gold 3 players dictate the game. Odds are these 9 players aren't going to go up, they're not going to go down. Just mathematically, they're not going to do much moving. But if you think you're going to be the difference, then you have to go into these games, you have to ping where the enemy jungler is, you have to say, "Hey Mouse, come bot, ping him, tell him where to go," cuz you're the one who's going to get out.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay.
if you play to the D3 level, then what elo do you expect to get to?
D3.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of like it makes sense when you think about it, but
Yeah.
um, especially when you're playing something like Evelynn who has so much individual like prowess, like
Yeah.
you need to be really hyper focused on what you can do and like making sure what you can do is like what's happening, like trying your best to make the game played around you. Yeah, this was good 2v2. Get the tower. Then you don't take the gold, which fucking pissed me off. Playing Evelynn.
Yeah.
Unless, like, no, you're playing Evelynn. Take the gold. I would say, like, if you're playing, like, Jarvan or something, and, like, or, like, yeah, if you're playing, like, Jarvan or something, and your teammates are playing a champ that needs the gold really badly, or they ping you off it because they need the gold for an item,
Yeah.
then you give it, but
When everyone gets crowded up like this, I like just don't know like what I should do as Evelynn.
let's see this specific scenario. Oh, yeah, so this is when I wanted you to press W.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you also hit level 11. Nah, you definitely wouldn't have killed her. But, um, I guess maybe in this scenario it didn't matter. But given the fact that you did it over and over and over again that game, I know you just don't do it at all.
Yeah.
I can just
Yeah.
tell. So just try to make it more of a. Try to make a point to, like, pressing W in fights, even if it's only meaningless, though.
Okay.
So, like, even if you press, like, you notice how when you press W on Vlad, he just has to walk away? Like, he's
Yeah.
definitely strong enough to face tank you guys here, but when he
Uh-huh.
has the W on him, like, he gets kind of nervous. It just is what it is. So, this is why, like, champs, like, I think Evelynn actually shits on Vlad so fucking hard. One, because if you W him and you get in range of his vision, like, if you are ganking Vladimir and you W him, and then you come into vision, and he pools, like, right when the charm procs, if you time your Q with him coming out of the pool, you actually charm him 100%. Like, the timing is just perfect on that.
Okay.
So, like, charming the Vladimir is just too good because he doesn't want to. He doesn't want to pool at the start of the fight, but if he doesn't pool at the start of the fight, then he gets hit by the charm, and if he gets hit by the charm, then he gets one shot. So, um, also if he pools too early, then the charm is just on him when he comes up, and then you just kill him anyway, and he doesn't have pool anymore. So, when it comes to late game fighting, I would probably 100% of the time just put the W on him no matter what,
Okay.
because it'll make it so he doesn't want to flash in. Like, I would say, like, say you're sieging this turret as the wave's coming up here, like right
Yeah.
when the melee's crashing, boom, you put W on him, and then it lets your team free hit the turret, and he's kind of scared to do whatever.
Okay.
So, and I mean, that works with, like, stuff like Jarvan, like when you're playing against the Jarvan, playing against a Malphite, just anyone who looks like they're going to start the fight. If you W
Okay.
them early on, then it deters them and makes their play a little bit harder. Because as the game gets later on, you're not really charming people anyway. Like, it's really hard to actually charm someone. So, using it to zone people is just your best usage of the ability.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, this is here where I said you should probably just be going to Dragon.
Yeah.
Since Tristana's top, you guys actually should have been able to get the crab when it spawned, but you are on the wrong side of the map. Also, this guy's going to the wrong side of the map. So this, like, 5-second detour you took actually made the difference. Because you have bot pressure right now, Malzar is going in. You're also doing something really bad, and you did this a couple times this game. Like, your character is invisible. So why are you walking with these guys? Right? Like,
Yeah.
you're walking through an area where there could be a pink here, a pink here, a pink here in the pit, a pink here.
Yeah.
You wanna,
Just
and there's something else later on in the game that I want to talk
uh-huh.
about, but
Yeah.
whenever you're pathing towards fights or going for picks mid game, you want to be taking routes that have the least possible chances of being pinked.
Okay.
Because right now we kind of fucked up by going up here, so now we have to take the shortest route,
Uh-huh.
just due to our bad play earlier. But
Yeah.
in general, I'm gonna point it out a couple more times this game. Like, you're way too close to people who aren't invisible, so
Okay.
it's just something you need to be paying attention to when you're actually fighting.
Yeah.
This is fine. This is, again, Malzahar just misplayed mechanically. If he just ults flat instantly, then it's fine, but he doesn't. I think. Like, boom. Oh, just ult him, man. I mean, you could make the argument that maybe you just don't even go in at all, but like, I would be nitpicking pretty hard if I said that. I think it's fair what you did there. This is fine. Okay, what did you do at this point? Oh, that's where I said you're griefing. Yeah, because you were griefing.
Yeah.
Everyone just died, so if everyone on the map just dies, and then everyone runs out, where's the convergence point?
Then they're all gonna come like near Baron
Well, the
to the
middle,
middle.
like if okay, so if everyone's dead, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's say it's the start of the game, level 1.
Yeah.
If both teams run straight down the middle of the map, where do they meet with each other?
Middle. Like right.
Literally right
Yeah.
here, right?
Uh huh.
So let's think about what happened here, okay? You spawned in, and then what did you do?
Yeah. I ran straight into the middle lane.
No, you did camps here.
Oh yeah, and then I did. And then I went
So
in.
so let's think about what their team could be doing. Because do you think Thresh did do camps?
No.
No. So that means he could have been here for a while.
Yeah.
But what did we do? We just fucking ran straight into that bush like there was no one's business.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of a win trade, man.
Yeah.
Like, we could have just lost the game right there, realistically.
Yeah.
Um. Okay, so I tell you to go bottom here. Feel like you wouldn't normally do this based off how I saw you positioning in fights in general, and just due to how you actually were approaching this, it didn't actually seem like you knew what to do here. So I'm assuming this is just something you don't normally do at all.
Yeah.
We had Rek'Sai on Vision right here. I also made you look. They can't Baron, right? Their comp
Uh huh.
they cannot Baron that fast. If they do, Malzahar is TP. You have a Leona and a Cho'Gath. Like they just cannot Baron. It's just not a thing.
Yeah.
Um, the odds of like Rek'Sai and them all coming down are pretty small too. Plus, we also have full vision of them right now, and we have a decent pink ward right here. So since we literally see all of them, and we even saw them up here, we should have just went behind the turret because Malzahar can shove the flat under, and you just dive him. Like, this play took like a minute too long because you should
Yeah.
already be back here and diving him on next wave. Or honestly, man, you can dive him without minions. Malzahar just has to ult him. It's so
Yeah.
simple. And then once that happens, you can cycle up. Malzahar can TP if he has to, whatever. But instead, we kind of just sit here again, like half committing. Like,
Yeah.
we're the only thing you can do by sitting here is counter if they come. But if they come, then it's 5v2 and you lose. So,
Yeah.
um, yeah, definitely play more aggressive when you're shadowing side lanes. This should be your game plan in 90% of your Evelynn games.
Okay.
Even higher than 90%, honestly. Um, so yeah, your Malzahar had the right idea, and I know later on in the game he ended up getting upset at you, but that's just because we weren't executing it properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, I'm like, please, man, just go. Please, just go. And then like you're going top for some reason. I don't understand. We don't need to fight them 4v4 here. We have a
Yeah.
free stuff right here. This is all us. Because you know they
Yeah.
cannot Baron.
Uh huh.
Okay. So finally, you didn't even have to do anything. You just walk down and use your abilities. Like, okay, so I was kind of like confusing with what I was saying. As soon as you killed Vladimir, you should have just went top, or you should have just went back mid. Your teammates dying here isn't your fault. This would have happened no
Yeah.
matter what you did.
Mhm.
But you're giving the enemy more confidence as well in what they're doing because you're actually showing on the map.
Okay.
So as soon as you kill Vladimir, you can move in, and then
Mhm.
what happens when you move in here? It'll be 4v4. You don't have to do anything because Malzahar's winning bottom.
Okay.
So if you just go mid here and you just fucking chill, maybe the enemy team will go for a play because they see Malzahar getting something bought. Um, it's just a lose lose. Either it's you guys can get control of Baron because it's 5v4, Malzahar's TP, or they stalemate you here and Malzahar wins bottom. Like pushing bot here is pretty stupid, but um, that was kind of my fault. It's just I usually actually don't talk very much when I'm doing like I don't talk in the game very much, but I kind of was just trying something different this time.
Okay.
But your teammates died. You wouldn't have been able to help them anyway. So I think
Yeah.
it's actually this is fine. Whatever. Um, I really want to see this Baron play though.
Yeah.
I think we really fucked this one up. Actually, I
Yeah.
think this play could have been way better. Okay, so first things first, the ward. Again, we've already verbally acknowledged that they cannot do Baron very fast.
Yeah.
So warding this is doing two things. It's telling them that one, okay, so like obviously you're trying to steal. You know you're
Yeah.
trying to steal. If the enemies are smart, they should know you're trying to steal. But they don't know 100% that you're trying to steal. But once you put this ward over the wall, they know 100% what you're trying to do. So you have to think
Yeah.
about two dynamics, or you have to think about, are they going to have pink wards? Here, here, and here. Is Rek'Sai going to see me in my W? And like which area do they know where I'm coming from, etc. Like all these things matter. So like, if I was playing Evelynn here, I'll show you what I would have done because I would have done this completely differently. I guess you also get spotted right here, but the thing is
Yeah.
like taking this path. Like we don't know if this is pinked, we don't know if this is pinked, or this
Yeah.
is pinked. So it doesn't actually matter if you go this way or this way. You're gonna get spotted anyway.
Yeah.
But what you can do is just take the long way here because we know they cannot do Baron that fast. So you can
Yeah.
like technically speaking, like honestly, there's a good chance this is warded right here.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not warded in the tip, if you hug this wall, it doesn't spot you.
Oh.
And if they see you cross right here
Yeah.
and you don't show up on this ward, they probably think you're down here.
Yeah.
Like they don't think you went and you like looped all the way around. But the thing is you have time on your side. You know that they cannot do it fast enough, and you have a ward, so you're not under any pressure right now, other than
Yeah.
just the natural pressure of oh shit, my team just got caught. I got to steal Baron. Like that's it. But you're in no rush. So this pathing mistake, I think you should not have walked up here. We dodged a bullet. It wasn't pinked, but you kind of were panicking. You dropped the ward, whatever. And again, this could be pink warded, but
Yeah.
if Thrush is just
Yeah.
sitting in the pit waiting for you to show up on a tremor sense or a pink ward, like it's pretty bad. So like in this scenario, you can just sit right here. Again, you should still have your ward, but you don't.
Yeah.
But I would just be sitting here with my ward, probably waiting like 6 seconds, 5 or 6 seconds, and then coming up to the wall and dropping it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And to steal it, you would W the Baron, flash, ult, and then smite, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So, and then we realized, okay, we can actually just play for the fight,
Yeah.
which is fine. I actually think playing for the fight here is totally fine. Malzahar's coming in. He doesn't have ult, which kind of makes the play a little bit scary. Also, it's even fine if Malzahar doesn't come, then you can just go for the steal. But Malzahar does come,
Yeah.
so you make the change in plan to go for the fight. If you would have got your ult off, you would have got a double kill, but
Yeah.
I mean, this was just like we saw the lantern. It was just a lapse of judgment, whatever. Like it fucking happens. If you looked at that, like the second you pressed flash, you're like, "What the fuck am I doing?" Like,
Yeah.
it's fine. Like that shit just happens. This I don't care about this. I care about the approach to Baron and like
Uh-huh.
you know. I actually really think you did a good you did a really good job of like hearing my opinion on things and changing it as fast as possible. The only thing I think you actually fucked up on is when I said they can't do Baron fast, and then you still
Yeah.
treated it like they could. That's probably like the only thing that you failed to like actually apply in the game.
Yeah.
The other stuff seemed really good though, but yeah, that's like a mistake. It didn't end up mattering this game. We ended up winning anyway, but that is a game-changing play right there. If you fuck up the Baron or you don't fuck up.
Yeah.
So And you know what? If they have a fast Baron, then you do just have to go up there and put the ward down. You don't have time, so. But that just
Okay.
comes from game knowledge. Like, how fast can they do it? Um, are they going to do it? Like, if they had the Kaisa, if they had a Mountain Dragon, you'd have to be
Yeah.
able to figure out, how much damage they do. And that's
Hmm.
not something that I can teach you. That's just
Yeah.
trial and error. This fight was, like, really bad. But whatever. Kind of just ran it down right here. You guys definitely
Yeah.
should have lost the game at this point. I don't really know how you ended up winning, but it's pretty pathetic that you did. Oh yeah, Vladimir just keeps. They actually kind of kept ending the Rek'Sai of Vladimir.
Yeah. Yeah. They should just push with the minions.
Oh yeah, this guy lives like 1 HP. This is where you go to the red buff.
Yeah.
So you understand why this plays okay. Like there's this is what I
Yeah.
want to talk about. So again,
Hmm.
you don't walk this way, right? Because this could be pinged.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
walk through here, and you hug the wall. Because
Okay.
again, this could be pinged. Well, we have it worded, so it's not. You had wards. You had a pink ward. Should just be dropping a ward right here. Oh, she
Yeah.
didn't actually come to the red. Oh no, she did. Wait. Oh no, she already has a red.
Oh, she already had it. Oh.
Right. Okay. So whatever. I was wrong. But they had they had an idea that you were there.
Yeah.
That's impressive. Oh, I think you like walked over a pink ward earlier on, actually,
Oh, I was like, yeah, there was one like
in the
right
middle of
in.
the lane, right?
Yeah, it was like, yeah, it was
Wow,
right next to the camp.
that's still impressive. That like whatever. But this is a really good play if you get that to work. It kind of just like the game's going badly for you guys, and then you make that
Yeah.
pick, and it's just like it just kind of turns the game around for like a minute. So it's pretty nice. Here, I talked about this in the game. You're giving your teammates the wrong idea here. You need your death cap before you fight. You have your death
Yeah.
cap with these camps up here. So it's like
Uh-huh.
it's not like these camps are down and you're in a position where you need to make a play.
Yeah.
You have these camps here. You have your death cap here. Just tell your team to fuck off. We saw their team mid. This is
Hmm.
not. This tower doesn't change the game at all. You having death cap does. So. And Malzahar's dead. So. Just take our guaranteed win in terms of getting our item. That guy's fucking ghosting. I don't know how you knew you were there. Okay, this is a situation that's going to come up a lot. It's not always going to be the jungler down here. It'll be a top laner most of the
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
look at top right now. What's being threatened?
Just the tower.
But it's not because the wave's up here.
Yeah.
So what the fuck is this?
Free kill.
Yeah, a literal free kill. People throw that term around a lot, but if you go and kill this guy, you quite literally lose nothing.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we just were here a bit earlier, he wouldn't have been close enough to get out, right? Small
Yeah.
thing, but this again, getting this kill, stalling the game out. This is the kind of shit that can win and lose you games and make you come back in games. Boom, seeing this window where he shows up bot and seeing the wave isn't here yet. Like those things are really the difference makers. Cho'Gath gets a nasty Q. Good combo. Do you have flash? Oh, you do have flash. It was just coming up.
Yeah.
At this point, I would say it's fine. I would say clear the minions here, clear the minions here, clear whatever jungle camps you have to clear. This is a win for you guys. I
Yeah.
think at this point, does anyone have Baron? No.
No.
No, we're just trying to farm up and get our inhib and stuff like that. I think this
Yeah.
is like you guys are taking an L right now. You guys are down 6k. I didn't know how much you guys were down in the game, but you guys just
Yeah.
got a fight you shouldn't have got. Let's not
Hmm.
overcommit anymore. But by you walking up, you're giving your teammates the impression they can walk up even if they can't. Um, you know, in a perfect world, they understand. Malzahar understands that Evelynn can't do anything here, and he doesn't walk
Yeah.
up. But what he sees is his teammate walking up, so he walks up. And
Yeah.
in reality, that's something all of us would do. So, um, again, like we're walking up, so it's giving Kaise the confidence to go in. This wasn't a bad play by Kaise. It was fine.
Yeah.
But you have to understand how your posture in fights gives your teammates the impression of like what they can
Yeah.
do. Because there's no voice chat in this game. The only thing you know is where their figures are moving. That's it. So, and figuring out what you can do according to what your teammates are doing. So you gotta try to be as descriptive as you can with how your character's moving in fights, with like what you
Yeah.
actually are trying to do. Like,
Okay.
yeah, because it does matter. Like, think about how when you're playing and the vibe you get when your teammates move up. Like, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, I think going for another play here instead of clearing this mid wave would have been fine to go try to camp somewhere and get a pick on like the Xerath or something. It's something I do quite often on Evelynn, where like a play's over, and I try to like I'll go stealth and just go sit like right here, and I'll just chill
Okay.
and like maybe kill a Xerath, maybe kill a Triss, stuff like that, because they just don't expect it because the wave will be like their wave is right here, so like why are you up here? It's something I
Yeah.
do all the time on Evelynn, so it's just a way to like again stall the game out longer, get like a random Baron or something because you make a pick that you shouldn't have gotten, stuff like that.
At this point, would you W first when you're like trying to look for picks or
No,
QE?
you want to give them the least amount of time to react,
Okay.
especially when it's something like this. So like, let's say this is Tristana
Yeah.
and you're standing here, you just
Yeah.
want to run straight at them because
Okay.
obviously there's like the range, right? When you're invisible, when they can see you.
Yeah.
But if it's one thing if they're just standing still and you come into them, but if you guys are moving into each other, the range is way shorter because
Yeah.
right, they're currently clicking into you,
Yeah.
you're clicking into them. Sure, everyone
Mhm.
understands that.
Yeah.
So like this, you don't want a W, you just run straight at them Q, and you just fucking blow your load. It doesn't, you don't. It's the quickest convergence point straight at them, and it gives them the least amount of time to react. You don't W them at all. You could Q WE like, but you don't W first. You give them no indication that you're doing this.
Okay.
Yeah. The only time you would do that is if it was someone you can't kill without charming, but then you'd want to get
Okay.
behind them first.
Okay.
Because they definitely, like, if you let someone walk by you here,
Yeah.
and you're like here, they definitely don't think you're behind them. They definitely don't
Mhm.
think you're where they just walked. Like, so if you let
Yeah.
them go by and then you say they're the cannon minion, and you're sitting here and you charm them, then you walk up like this, like, they don't think you're back here anymore. So
Okay.
they'll think you're down here. But yeah, I would avoid using W like that.
Okay.
Cho'Gath starts eating. What happens here? I forgot. Eric's hinted.
Yeah.
Do we flash her?
Already flashed before.
I think you flashed here. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you didn't W here? Yeah, so we're... Because, like, if you just W'd the Xerath, like, in that
Yeah.
combo, he just would have been, like, super crippled in that fight. And here... Oh, I mean, Xerath actually almost fucking won, but...
Yeah.
I would say more times than not, like... I mean, I guess because Malzar's TP, it's not that big of a deal. But if the choice between you getting Baron and not getting Baron is whether or not you're alive, then you have to be way more careful here. Because
Okay.
if you die here and you can't get Baron because of it, then this whole fight is for nothing.
Yeah.
So that kind of scared me when you were like moving like that, but it ended up working out. Dragon here is kind of weird. Like, you just started it, but like Rek'Sai was doing his wolves. So it's like, he could have been here faster, maybe. It ended up being okay. It's kind of nitpicky, but you don't have to win the game in one play. You guys could have just reset after Baron. That second mountain isn't going to win you guys the game.
Yeah.
But if you guys get caught there and throw the Baron, it will lose you the game. So if that's like an Infernal, then it's a different story. But
Uh-huh.
Mountain Dragon, second Mountain Dragon as well when you already have Baron. It's like once you take Baron, Mountain Dragon's like usefulness is kind of reduced because it's like that's something that you're trying to use Mountain Dragon on. It just kind of takes away like what you can get from it. Okay, yeah, I was getting kind of triggered here. You should just be sitting in lane with Malzahar at this point, cause Like
Just completely in lane.
literally just sitting in this bush.
Okay.
Because if you're down here and they come this way, they pink it, they see you. If you're up here, it's not possible for them to ever see you. Malzahar can do whatever he wants, and then they come in thinking it's like a 2v1, 3v1. You guys will instantly one-shot somebody, and then you and Malzahar both have tons of AoE, so it's like really fucking free. But most of the time, they'll
Yeah.
only send 2 people. Like they hardly ever will send like 3 or 4. And even if they do, like you actually can probably win. Honestly, like you're really strong. Malzahar is pretty strong. Um, yeah, this is just again, we're kind of just sitting in an area where they could have pink wards. Could have had a pink here, 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 and we're kind of just, and we're like also intentionally walking into Rek'Sai, giving him vision on Tremor. So yeah, this is kind of
Yeah.
troll. And now this play's ruined. So now you can't Shadow Malzahar because they know you're on this side of the map. They know you're on this half, right?
Yeah.
So this play's a dud now. We're still like entertaining it, which is really bad. This is a really sloppy fight.
Yeah.
I think like this is just the outcome of you not shadowing the Vladimir or the Malzahar. So you don't really want to commit too much to this. Maybe just like clear jungle camps or whatever's in their jungle or vision or whatever. You probably aren't going to get much out of this because Leona's dead.
Yeah.
Holy shit, my throat hurts. Oh yeah, like here. Yeah, you should have ulted. You like
Yeah.
it. That's fine though. That's something that like I think probably for my first like I'd say like 100 or so Evelynn games, like even like to this day I'll still greed on that, but I'm getting way better at like knowing like okay, I'm gonna have to ult to kill this guy. And the thing is, if there's like a 40% chance that you'll have to ult to kill him, then you just fucking do it. Cause like
Yeah.
the difference between you killing him and living and you not killing him and dying is just so like it's so drastic. So it's like plus you also get Malzahar killed. If Rek'Sai just dies here, they're less inclined to help him.
Yeah.
But when he lives, it gives his team more confidence. So yeah, that's I don't really want to comment too much on that, but if you feel like there's a chance they can live, then just drop the ego and just ulti instantly, or not instantly,
Okay.
but make sure you actually ult without trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Totally.
you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh fuck. What the fuck? I just clicked on you. Okay, we're getting our item here. Oh, this triggered me. Okay, so like, there's
Yeah. I'm
so many
so
ways for you
happy.
to approach this fight.
Yeah.
And what do we do?
Stay with the team.
What's the point of you being invisible?
Yeah. I always forget like I'm invisible
Yeah,
sometimes.
I mean, I can tell. And then, I mean, this is part of my fault of me telling you to like flank. So like, you kind of got a little bit caught up in it, and then your teammates are fighting
Yeah.
without you. I like this. Oh, if only got your ulti off.
Yeah.
Whatever. Fight was too free. Again, the game's over here if you just don't die. Or I guess we didn't end up winning here, but the opportunity to end if you just stay alive, get your full heal off your passive.
Yeah.
This is fine. Honestly, if they didn't have Xerath here, you probably would have ended the game. Not many
Yeah.
champs could have held this. Did you end up killing someone here?
No.
Oh, you ended up killing the Xerath in his base.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had wards here, so this was like really troll because you could have just walked up into his base and warded it and ended the game with Malzahar maybe. I don't think it. I think it in terms of time they actually made it back in time, but
Yeah. Honestly, I would never have thought to kill the Zera.
oh yeah, this is like this only happened like yeah. because you like if you really think about what your options are here, you don't have any. You cannot stop them from doing Baron, right?
Yeah.
And you also cannot solo Elder Dragon.
Yeah.
So this, if you get this kill here, them getting Baron doesn't matter because you guaranteed the Elder fight.
Hmm.
So you like instantly equalize their play just by making like yeah. Honestly, there's probably not very like not to like stroke my own ego, but this is like I would never like I would never expect you to make this play. This is like
Yeah.
this is kind of like a cheat. Like normally when I do coaching, I usually just write a bunch of notes and then I do what I'm doing now. But I kind of wanted to just talk in the game a little bit too, just to see like whatever. But this is something I probably sometimes when I do VOD or sometimes when I do coaching, I'll tell them like if it's like a 40-minute game and I just like
Yeah.
and I just like feel like I know enough from the game because most of my coaching happens throughout the early game anyway. I'll just kind of
Yeah.
give them like a cheat code to like win the game. Like, hey, go kill Xerath here. Like this is like this is the checkmate move that you don't see. So I'll be like, just go win the game. But
Yeah.
that was like I figured that yeah. I feel like there was enough in the early game where if I told you just to go kill Xerath, we wouldn't lose much on it, or we wouldn't lose out on much. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's but like, dude, seeing picks like that, man, like that again can be the difference between winning and losing a game like this.
Yeah.
Because we don't know how this game goes after they get Baron if you don't get that Elder. Then we just get a win. So, but I think a lot of the problems that you had in this game just were more so in the early. I know your team fight, like the whole using your W thing, it actually is pretty
Yeah.
impactful. You know, approaching flank, stuff like that. Going through paths that aren't pink warded, even though you obviously don't know what's pink warded, but you can think to yourself what can be pink warded. It's all about playing the percentages, right? So,
Yeah.
um, that's all you can really do. All you can do is check off as many boxes as possible, and then if it comes down to it and it still fucking happens, then you know at least you tried your best. So
Okay.
that's basically what it comes down to. Um, yeah. Do you have any questions about like this game in particular, or
No, I think you covered most of it. I just need to like position better and use my charm.
yeah? What about in general? Do you like? I know I asked you before we started the game, but
Do you think like three champions is enough for a champion pool?
pardon me?
Do you think like having three champions like as your main is like climb really high?
I mean, you can have less, honestly.
Okay.
Like, I don't think you need to have a certain amount or anything like that. Like, you could, like, realistically speaking, you could hit Challenger playing, like, just Evelynn or just playing one champion. Like, Evelynn doesn't get picked or banned that often, so,
Okay.
if you just want to, like, I know you said you're starting to play Kha'Zix, but if you're only playing
Yeah.
Kha'Zix because you want another champ just for the sake of having another champ, then I would
Uh-huh.
just recommend to play Evelynn. Like,
Okay.
you don't need several champs. It more depends on what you want from League in general. So if you're okay with just playing Evelynn, then just play
Okay.
Evelynn and get better at her.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah, man. If you have any other questions or anything like that, just feel free to message me on Discord, and
Okay.
if I'm not streaming, I will try my best to get back to you.
Okay. Good luck on your Twitch rivals.
Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
All right. Tell TF Blade not to run it down.
Well, I don't think I can stop him, but yeah, I will do my best to keep him in line.
Once this champ pool gets banned,
It's doomed.
man, it's feeding.
Yep, it's doomed at that point.
Yeah.
Oh well. All right,
All right.
take it easy, bro.
All right. Thank you.
Yep, peace.